Damn, I didn't mention this before, but Twitter has live streaming, and I was thinking that we should probably try and experiment with that if we just make like a Flozone Twitter page, because it's something that we probably have to do kind of regardless, and have like, I don't know, have somebody run it, but I don't know. We can talk about that later. But this is episode 44 of the Flozone podcast. We got Stan the Man, and we also got Zahir All Ghul. And right now, we're going to give our thoughts on Dallas versus T Wolves. But before we do that, we're going to give our thoughts on Game 7 for Dallas versus. Not Dallas. For Denver for the T Wolves. So I guess we can start off with Stanley. What are your thoughts on Game 7?
Uh, in terms of people just, you can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, yes. So in terms of like the bad shooting and all that, that was expected. The physicality that was expected. Denver seemed to get ahead, and it seemed like they had the series pretty much wrapped up. But Minnesota was able to grind it out and win at the end. We seen some things that, yeah, I don't have much to say about
Boy,
it.
you better say what your whole chest. You thought
Yeah.
Denver was gonna take it, and that's
No,
why
no,
you had
100,
that bad
100,
Monday.
100%. But um,
Your phone was blowing up last night. Everybody
no,
was calling
absolutely.
you.
I could get into that
You're a
if you want me
wanted
to get
man.
into that.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's
But
get into it.
all right, so here's my issue with everybody that's been blowing up my phone, this and that. So Denver did have the game in control, and while they had the game in control, it's been silent. My phone, no notifications at all. But the minute Minnesota took a 10-point lead with like 30 seconds left, all of a sudden, oh yeah, Stan's a bitch. Stan is this, Stan is that. Oh, you was wrong, you was this, and it's him, and it's that. My question to y'all is, if Minnesota would have lost, what would the narrative be around Ant right now after scoring 16 points in a game 7, shooting 6 of 24?
He's a young star. It's like his third season.
You
Yeah,
know they don't do that. You know they don't do
they,
that, but
there's gonna be
whatever.
reactionary takes. Be like, oh,
But
this is your new MJ and stuff like that. All those reactionary takes. For me,
I'm not here to
I would have been like,
I'm not here
it's
to
okay.
okay.
I would have been like, it's okay. Like he's what was he 22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what 22-year-old is gonna be doing the stuff that like to lead a championship team?
I mean, he's already doing it if we're being
Yeah,
entirely honest. You know how hard it is for a player to start off the game as cold as he did? Granted, Denver was playing excellent defense. They were swarming this man like no other. Like at one point, Stan pointed this out. There was like a triple team called on him. Like that, and that's how much and that's how what is it? Gravity ball. What's the term? But essentially, when he has a ball in his hands, he's able to command that much respect. Granted, was he effective the first half? No, he wasn't really. He had a few points here and there, but nothing crazy. But during the second half, it felt that they prioritized him less, and they were able to, and Ant was able to make the right passes and set up his team, and he was able to get a few buckets of his own at the times that really mattered. I don't like me personally. I don't think there's many players his age that are able to impact that are able to still impact the game while still having a mediocre game. Because he finished the game with like 7 assists, and he only had 1 turnover. So I don't know. I feel that he was a very respectable game, even though the box score doesn't scream it at you. You know, if you're a Paul A kind of guy, you're not hitting. Sorry to say, you probably didn't hit. But if you watched it, he played great. I think Cat played way better than I thought. When I looked at his box score, like when I was watching it live, I was like, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting on the 3-point line.
Y'all
He's
was hating for real. I'm
occasionally.
not gonna lie.
Hmm?
I said y'all was hating
What?
on Cat. I'm not gonna lie. Throughout the whole
Yeah,
game,
I
I
was,
noticed that.
bro. No, we were disliking Cat. We
No,
hated Gobert.
y'all was hating.
We
Y'all
hate
was hating on. We was not hating on Gobert. We was observing Gobert. He was that bad. But Cat. Anytime Cat did something, y'all there's an undertone. Oh my God, Cat did something. That's hating. That is
but
hating.
we did it for Gobert as well. We did it for Gobert as well.
Yeah, but with Gobert, every time he messed up, that was expected.
Oh my God, are we gonna get into it?
We're gonna get into Gobert's fadeaway jump shot.
We don't
Yeah,
gotta talk that. That's when I really lost all hope, and I was like, okay,
that was a paradigm
Denver
shift.
has no
That's that.
chance.
That's that. When you're playing pickup ball, and that one nigga who's not supposed to hit a shot hits the shot, and you're like, "Yep, this is just a
Yeah,
bad omen."
yeah. Well,
It's
it
the
wasn't
beginning of
for
the
us.
end.
I want to shout
But what
out
do you
Jaden
think about?
McDaniels.
But what do you
Solid
think
ass
about the
man.
game, Greg?
I thought it was a good game 7. Like, I know we were joking around, like if David Stern was still running the league, like we would not have this matchup right now. But it was a really good game 7. Like for a minute, I thought that the Timberwolves really weren't gonna pull it through. Like I was like, damn, they're down by 20. Like, all right, this
It was
game's
the
over.
worst.
Yeah, I really thought like once they went down by 20, I was like, there's no way they're gonna come back to this. But they did it. They did the impossible on Denver's home court too.
Mm-hmm.
This game really showed me that they're missing Bruce Bowen. Denver's missing Bruce Bowen.
Oh, you mean Bruce Brown?
Yeah, but I don't know why I thought Bowen, but him. Um, Ant is really that guy. It took Ant to come and like be mature for Cat to actually even see a Western Conference final. I mean, just after the game, Cat goes on the podium like, "I'm just enjoying the moment. I'm happy to be here." And Ant's like, "Yo, buddy, job's not finished." Oh, what's up,
Which is
Dre?
crazy.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
You want to know what's crazy? Imagine a man younger than you is like way more mature than you. It's kind of crazy. Like, bro, Cat is the vet. He is supposed to be the vet. That man does not have a vet instinct in his entire look. People talk about losing recipes. Look at Cat. He's lost all of them. Outside of the stuff on the court, he is not a leader. I see why they were in playoff hell for a while. Like they kind of need
You blame that on Cat?
not solely, but
No,
not
that doesn't
solely.
sound like you just said. I'm not gonna lie. It sound
Yeah, I
like
don't mean that solely.
we
Yeah,
still
no,
hating on
there's
Cat
way
a
more
little. I'm not
factors to
gonna lie.
that. But Stanley, he wasn't helping. We can
Look at
say
his
that.
stats. Look at his
Huh?
stats. Look at his stats.
Talking about leadership.
Not everyone's a leader.
Yeah, he clearly isn't.
Why he has to be a leader? Why can't he just be a good player?
Because he was the best player. He's the best player, and it's like past like I feel like past 5 seasons. You know, you should kind of step up a little bit.
I don't think the leadership role is for everybody, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like if Cat's just playing good and the team is shit, I don't expect him to just be like, all right, guys, and then make the team good. Like that's maybe he's just not that good. We clearly
I
see
guess.
Ant as that guy, so they needed an Ant player to be the guy to lead the troops. He could be a good B. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. But I do think that Denver honestly played a great game. Like
It's just Jamal Murray turned it off in the second half. I don't know. He was going
yeah,
off. I don't know what happened.
They threw that shit away.
bro, I don't know what happened. Like I don't know if the heat pack stayed on him too long and then he couldn't throw it, and then next thing you know, like I don't know. He lost his magic. But Denver played a great game. Like Michael Porter Jr. had a stinker, okay? And I'm gonna be honest. Was his shot selection bad for him? No. I'm gonna be honest. I feel that MPJ, there was quite a few shots where he normally makes these. They're not even crazily contested shots too. Like he just, they just weren't going in. Same thing with Jokic and same thing with Murray. Like I feel that they, at first, the Timberwolves were settling for 3 in the first half, and then the second half, Denver was settling for 3, and it was just bad timing, if I'm being honest. Because during the first half, I felt that they were able to get the Denver Nuggets were able to essentially block off the paint and prevent anyone from driving in. Gobert was there. He was there just existing, having a fun time. He couldn't get a rebound. He couldn't get a rebound to save his life. Same thing with Cat early on. And then they just start pounding the paint. And then they just turn it around. It's crazy. I don't know. Dre, do you have any takeaways from Game 7?
I mean, listen, man. Game 7 just kind of solidified everything we was thinking for the most part. Like, Ant is the fucking, I'm not gonna call him the GOAT because everybody's quick to call somebody the GOAT. But I'm saying Ant is gonna be a new interesting piece in the league. I think my main takeaway from Game 7 is never count anybody out. Period. Like any team, because I won't lie, I didn't think the Timberwolves were going to be in the position they're in right now. Won't even lie to you. Like I knew they were good, but like when you look at the NBA, let's be real, we're like, yeah, these aren't the best people on the court. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it just shows I feel like Game 7 showed on both parts. Well, on at least on this part, it showed that you don't gotta have the best players. You don't have to have like the number one players to do good things. You just need a group of men who are willing to work together, fight hard, and not give up. Because the biggest takeaway that we got from that game is don't give up. Like how many times we see teams get beat by fucking 20 and they're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like let's make it 30. Like perfect example is the what's the team LaMelo's on? Charlotte. Yeah. Charlotte's a perfect example. When them niggas are getting beat, bro, they just start having fun. They just start playing.
That's when the highlights happen.
A blast. Yeah, that's when the highlights happen. They start just having a blast together.
Yeah, that team is deeply unserious.
Yeah, and that teams like Charlotte are teams that make you be like, yo, these niggas are literally just playing for the money. Like they're not playing because they want to win a champ. No, they're playing for the money. Versus you'll see like select players like Ant, where he's like, even if he is playing for the money, because essentially all players are playing for the money. But it's like, when you see players like him, it makes you like the game. It reminds you of the game that we grew up watching. That's what I can say. Like, I remember watching, I seen a highlight not too long ago of Kobe and his Mamba mentality, where, Kobe, he could be down by 5 with 3 seconds left. He still want to see if he could probably knock 2 quick buckets in. You know what I mean? And I like seeing that shit. As far as the Knicks, I feel like, the Knicks, me personally, I won't lie, because I'm a Heat fan, I'm definitely a Knicks hater. So I feel like the Knicks got everything they had coming their way.
I mean, it was going to happen. Like, it's Tom Thibodeau coaching that squad. Like, them.
Being real with you with the Knicks, I'll be so real. I don't think coaching is what lost that game. They lost that game, one, because they literally got outplayed. Like, let's just be real. 67% for the whole game. It's hard to fucking beat. Yeah. You got outplayed. But 2, I think the injuries played like the most significant part in that whole thing. I won't even lie. Like, I'd be lying if I said those injuries were not significant.
The reason why I do blame coaching is this reason and this reason alone. Why are you playing every starter 40 minutes? Why are you playing every starter 40 minutes?
Wait.
And Tom Thibodeau.
He does this with every team he coaches, bro. Man only rotates 6 players.
So what I was saying earlier, Dre, is that why is he playing like every starter 40 minutes, and why is the concept of a player
That's very
rotation
true.
still escape this man after like the 20th year in coaching? And you can go Greg.
Yeah, like I was saying, that man only rotates like 6 players. This happened with Chicago. This happened. What was the team he coached after Chicago?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, Derrick Rose's career got affected because he couldn't rotate dudes. Jimmy Butler's career
Yeah,
almost died
facts.
because of him. Like somebody at the Knicks organization has to be like, "Yo, do you believe in like subbing out players
Well,
when they're tired?"
It's not even. I don't even think it's the organization. I think it's literally just like. I think it's literally one of those things where, like, you know how like it's like some old heads. It's hard for them to understand new age ball. You know what I mean? Because you gotta remember, back in the day, back in the day, bro, it was cool to hear that LeBron played the whole game, not no breaks. You know, like don't it wasn't as common, but it was cool. Like I remember when he was on the Heat, he was definitely doing games where he was like, he wasn't going out. Only time he went out is when there was a timeout, and I was like, yo, I won't lie to you, I was like, shit, that's fire. This man, but I won't cap. At that point in time, I didn't know basketball like I know it now. So I didn't realize, like, yo, the trade-off you're making is this man is way more susceptible to injuries. I didn't know that, like, that's the trade-off he's making to have LeBron in the game all day. So I don't know. Me, like I said, I don't know.
The reason why I slightly disagree with that is because Tom Thibodeau has been coaching for too damn long. Like, huh? Wait, what'd you say?
No, I'm listening. You say he's been coaching.
I feel that he's been
too damn
coaching.
long.
Yeah, I feel like he's been coaching for too damn long in the sense that like this is your only problem as a coach. Outside of that, Tom Thibodeau is borderline a perfect coach. Like, I kid you not, he is.
Okay. Offensively, he's not the best coach, bro. I'm not gonna just say
not,
that.
But it's like, bro, he is. Tom Thibodeau is easily one of the better coaches of this era. One of the best coaches of this era. And that's not a crazy reach. That's not a crazy, Stanley. That's not a crazy reach.
We could do like a tier under the best, but yeah, I digress.
Of this era, like, come on now.
I mean, he's never been to a
conference final. But that's because that all stems to the reason why we're talking about the Knicks like we are today. This motherfucker will play them for 40 minutes in a regular season game against Charlotte. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
So, like, to bring it back to Dre's point, I don't mind players playing 40 minutes against certain teams. I mind it when you're doing it against every team for an entire season.
You got to save that for the playoffs, dude.
Tom Thibodeau always has one player he just loves more than the rest. Like before, it was Luol Deng. He was like the highest usage rate in the entire league. Man was playing like 43 minutes a game, just Iron Man. And then it was
into the ground. He ran Luol Deng into the ground.
Yeah, and it showed because after he got traded, oh boy, it was not the same Luol Deng. It wasn't a spring chicken anymore. That motherfucker was a murder chicken. It was chicken adobo, motherfucker. Bro, it was two different players. Like, it's two different players. Like, he's not a bad coach. That's the worst part about him. He's not a bad coach. He just overplays him. And like, to the Pacers' credit though, if we're gonna give like teams like Boston, like, I guess, like, how do I phrase this? We're not gonna let injury diminish what they accomplished. I feel like we can do the same for the Pacers. I feel that we can do the same for the Pacers because I feel like they're definitely punching above their weight. We didn't see them making the conference finals. Let's be honest. We didn't. but they do have the talent to compete. Unlike most teams, this isn't going to be like some blowout. It's probably going to be 6 games. Competitive. And honestly, my hot take is that I think Indiana's can make it out, if I'm being honest, because the Celtics aren't fighters. Talk about a team that just loves to stay down. It's the Celtics. Like, bro, I have zero faith in that franchise, if I'm being honest. I have zero faith in Jason Tatum. I have zero faith in Jaylen Brown. I have zero faith in Jalen. Actually, no. I have a lot of faith in Jalen White and Drew Holiday. Yeah. Jesus. Yo, we're all butchering names tonight. Fuck me.
Nah, I didn't mess up anybody's name up. I don't know who he is.
I'm sorry. I was talking about Gobert too much. The French, it just rolled off.
Hate is crazy, bro.
Hey. But that hate is nothing like what they're talking about on Twitter. They're already making a narrative that D'Lo was a problem with the T-Wolves. They're already making graphics. I kid you not. I think I sent it in the chat. They're already making it. They're already making it. Bro, this game was played yesterday. I will say the NBA has an entire hating industrial complex. It's so entertaining to watch. It brings a smile to my face, knowing that hate is alive and well. It's like a reverse spirit bomb for me. I said it's like a reverse spirit bomb for me. But I don't know, man. I guess we can talk about actually, do you think the Celtics can make it to the conference finals?
They're already in
The finals.
Sorry, the actual finals. It's been a long day.
I think
the Celtics, you said?
Yeah, the Celtics.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, this is honestly, this is their best chance to win the finals. I think this is their best.
Oh yeah,
like if they have to win,
I get
if they have to win the finals, this is their best chance. I could give them the Golden State one. Like you're running into a generational team, but like this one, you can beat the Mavericks. You can beat the Timberwolves. You can beat the Pacers. Like all of these teams for the Celtics should be beatable.
I don't know. I feel like the Pacers. Yeah, you could beat the Pacers. I feel like that'd be an easy matchup. But I won't lie. I don't know about the fucking
those two other teams in the West.
Yeah, I don't know about those two. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jason Tatum wants to actually play like a man.
Well, no. If Tatum steps up for sure. But the biggest thing that I feel like many people like keep forgetting about the Celtics is Al Horford is not a big man. Like Al Horford is a great fucking player. Like as a player, but he is not a big man. So at the end of the day, if you're looking for somebody to go stop your big man, and like that's not the nigga you're looking for. And Porzingis is already injured. Yeah, so like there goes your big man. So that's my only thing about it. Like because literally, in my opinion, Celtics would love to have played the Knicks. The Knicks would have been the best matchup for the Celtics. Like, that's who they should have wanted to play. Because you don't have to fight with a big man, one. And two, let's be real. Besides Jalen Brunson, who are you really worried about?
Hey, man, DiVincenzo had 40 in that game.
DiVincenzo had 40, but here's the thing. Every Knicks fan could tell you this. One, they did not know. Listen, that shit, they didn't count on that. No Knicks fan thought DiVincenzo was going to be the person to step up. And two, every Knicks fan is going to tell you that he's inconsistent. Every one of them. Because I spoke to Knicks
but that's why you got Josh Hart.
Hey, for sure. But still, it don't matter who you got if them niggas not showing up. Because like I said, the Knicks didn't lose because they weren't a good team. The Knicks lost because they got out fucking performed.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it was. Like, truth is, the truth is, I thought the Knicks were going to win that series, if I'm being honest with you.
They should have.
They were supposed to.
I thought the Knicks were gonna win it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was shocked when I found out, like, this shit was tied up 3-3. I was like, what? I was like, how these niggas come back? So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. If I'm the Celtics, bro, I definitely wanted to play the Knicks because we could have got the Knicks out maybe 5 games. I would have had Celtics in 5. Then if I am the Celtics, truth is, like, bro, you're fucked both ways. But if I had to pick, I'm picking the Mavs. You're fucked both ways, but I want to play the Mavs only because that Tatum, Brown, those two, they'd at least be able to give Kyrie and Luka a little run for their money. I'm not saying that they're gonna be, matched up evenly, but I feel like it definitely would be it would be an interesting game to watch. Like I feel like we'd actually be like, damn, that was a good game.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel that Al Horford would match up better with Rudy or Cat, if I'm being entirely honest. Because yes, is Al Horford a traditional big? No. But let's not pretend that he cannot guard bigs at times. He just can't do it all the time. That's the issue. He can't do it all the time. But he can definitely do it. Remember, people were talking about him like he was the Embiid stopper. The Sixers had him on the team, so they literally could just stop running into him. Remember that. They had him on the Sixers. They said, fuck fit. We're just tired of this guy destroying Joel Embiid. We'll add him on for the sake of it.
But here's my thing. What you're saying is right.
Come on, where's the button?
Oh, sorry. No, my thing disconnected. I was saying, what you're saying is right. But here's the thing you got to remember, bro. In all of those scenarios, you had only one big man you had to worry about. In this scenario, you got 2 of them motherfuckers you got to worry about. So it's like you guys said, like even like the last game we watched, Game 7, when they took Cat out, everybody's like, why the fuck did they take Cat out? But when you think about it, that's just smart as fuck. You're going to run, 4 other people. You'll have one big man in at a time. And like you said, Al Horford got to come out sooner or later. So it's like when he come out, we just going to have another big man dominating the fucking game. Like, it's one of those things where I feel like the big mans are going to make a very big game changer, not on the sense of points, but on the sense of rebounds. I feel like those second chance points are going to make a very big difference. Al Horford, where he's going to make you pay are those 3-pointers. He's going to drop that shit. If you let him shoot it, he's going to drop it. That's where he can make
on good
you pay.
Efficiency.
For sure, yeah. He'll make you pay from the 3. But it's just one of those things where, like, I don't know how they're gonna play the defense against them. That's my biggest thing.
They're just gonna have to switch everything. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't think they can run a zone. I don't think they could run a zone or something like that.
Definitely
I feel like they just have to switch everything.
Yes, they can.
They can
against Boston.
No. I'm talking about Boston's perspective on defense.
Oh, Boston trying to play defense. No, you gotta play man, switch everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally switch everything.
Yeah, you just have to switch everything and pray. And then, honestly, if I'm the T-Wolves, and if I'm playing the T-Wolves, I just let them shoot. I feel that they're kind of streaky when it comes from the 3. I know that sounds very ironic. They have Cat and Ant and Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley and all these shooters, but it's like sometimes it just doesn't click. So sometimes you could just get lucky with them. Like there's no other way to put it. You just get lucky with them. But I feel like either way, man, Tatum is gonna have to have an MJ run. If I'm being honest, because if he doesn't win this year, I'm genuinely scared for him. There's not a lot of excuses. Like, there's just not.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I don't like it when we put it on one person. Like I said, it's fucking.
It's not. I don't know.
If he's not hoping, bro, and he's not showing up, why not blame him?
I feel that it's the amount of times he went and then came up short. And I feel that I feel that a lot of times they're losing games that they have no business losing. Like me personally, I feel like that's the Celtics' biggest issue, and that's why I can give LeBron a pass I can give LeBron and MJ a pass for their shortcomings earlier on in their careers, because they're losing to teams that on paper, yeah, it makes sense that an early Jordan lost to the bad boy Pistons. It makes sense that an early LeBron lost to the Spurs in the peak of their dynasty. The Spurs.
It's not an early Jordan. It's not an early Jordan. Just
you get the idea. We're not having that discussion, but you get the idea of, you know, because what team have they matched up against where you're just like, you know, the Celtics should lose. I don't feel like there's one, if I'm being honest. Like, real shit. Like, we can go through all of their playoff runs. I don't feel that they should be losing these matchups. And even the Golden State one, in my personal opinion, is a little iffy.
It's not
It's
iffy.
a little
They should have
iffy.
won that.
Yeah.
It's not iffy.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's not, because the first 5 years, okay, we don't count that. We can just count from 2020 and on. Is that wait, when did he get drafted? 2017? Or
yeah, I think so.
Oh, so 2017. So that would start 2020. 2017. So that would start 2022. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I think so.
But either way, like,
I think.
But either way, you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel that there's a lot of. I feel like he's running out of leeway. Like, he should have something. He should at bare minimum have more conference appearances, conference finals. Finals appearances. It's been a long day at work. It's been a very long day, but I feel like he should just have more finals appearances.
See, I disagree. I think he's been packed up. I don't think this is like the last straw. I think he's been exposed. I don't know why he's still high on these lists. It doesn't make sense to me. If it was anybody else, we would have cooked them. I've watched James Harden countless years get called a playoff choker, this, that, because he couldn't beat the greatest team of all time. I've watched LeBron get people come for LeBron for not beating that team, even though he's making finals appearances.
You're talking about Golden State Warriors?
Yes, anybody that's like losing against teams that they're supposed to lose against, we come for them. Yet for some reason, I don't know why, Jason Tatum.
Wait. Which James Harden team are you talking about?
Name me one time you think James Harden was supposed to be Golden State.
Listen, bro, I won't lie to you, bro. When he was on OKC, like but never mind. KD left. Never mind. Never mind.
That was such a maniacal laugh.
Because I was like, yo, wait, whoa. But yeah, when KD left, and you can't beat that. I mean, you're right. But listen, LeBron was supposed to win that one though. Which he did the next one. Like, you remember first one when you remember how LeBron Warriors and Cavs had they had like 3 back-to-backs or 2 back-to-backs.
So you're referring to the one where Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love was injured.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm saying the one where Kyrie won it with that 3. Which one was that? The second one?
Yeah, they did win.
Yeah, they won the second one. They lost the first one. So listen, the first one when Kyrie was injured, I get what you're saying, but niggas did have a pretty good team because they didn't have KD at that time.
J.R. Smith was the second best player.
J.R. Smith's, but J.R. Smith's not horrible.
But that should
with J.R. Smith as the second best player, you think they have a chance against Golden State Warriors?
Saving grace.
There's no way there's no way.
Listen,
but you see what I mean? But you see how he's doing that? Why is Jason Tatum getting a pass? He just moved mountains to try to blame LeBron, saying he still should have got it done.
No.
But Jason Tatum
should get a pass.
Didn't they lose to the Brooklyn Nets team?
I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying the narrative for Jason Tatum, for some reason, we're not cracking down on him. When you talk about who's a top 5 player in the league, for some weird reason, his name keeps getting brought up. I don't know why.
MVP conversations.
I don't know why.
And it's like,
but
bro,
I mean, no, go Jesse.
for me, I don't understand why he gets such a grace period, and he's the only one too. I feel like he genuinely gets like diplomatic immunity because he plays for the Celtics. There's something about that fan base that knows how to just protect their own. If they like you, boy, they fucking love you.
I don't know. I mean, listen, I'll be real with you, bro. I always thought Jason Tatum was a good player, but I'm not gonna lie. He's not no top 5 in my eyes. So it's one of
He's
those things. That's
borderline
just how I
top
feel.
10, bro.
He has the
Borderline
talent
top
to
10.
be
Listen,
top 5, but he don't play to it.
Top 10, give it to him. Top 10 can't argue that. But top
Borderline,
5,
bro. He's like
top,
8 or 9, bro.
top 5 is reaching because truth is, niggas not top 5. Truth is, let me do a little count real fast. Let me see. We got Ant, we got LeBron, we got KD. That's 3. Kate, bro. You don't have to agree with the list, but everybody else's list is gonna have KD on it. I didn't
KD
even
top 5?
listen.
Still
I
in
didn't even
2024?
In 2024, I don't know.
There's no order. I don't.
No,
I'm
but
just,
like he's
I'm no. I'm
you
doing
want to know
top
what?
10.
I'm just gonna let you rock.
Wait.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let you rock.
Let me rock. It's no order. I'm just doing like a quick, like I said, mental thing. So we have LeBron,
Hey, all the ones I agree with, I'm gonna put my hands up.
Giannis is cool. LeBron's good. We have KD. Let's see who else is on that list. Like top 10. Ant is going to be on that list after this.
Want me to throw names?
Yeah, give me more. Curry, is Curry still going to be on that list or no?
Yes.
Curry.
Okay.
All right.
Curry's
We
on
got
that list still.
We got Luka.
Luka. Okay.
Jokic.
We got Jokic. Giannis.
Is Goldberg still going to be on that list or no?
Hell no.
I know his defense was, all right, so
he's like top 25.
What is it? I was just asking. I'm just asking.
You fucked up my train of thought. Goddamn.
Sorry. So you said Luka, Curry,
yeah.
KD.
Yes.
I got KD, and then we have
Kyrie.
LeBron. I wouldn't put Kyrie. Kyrie, in my
I
opinion,
would.
Kyrie
I
fell off.
would.
You think top 5 in the league right now? I mean,
no. I thought we was naming people.
Right,
I thought we was naming people better than Tatum.
Oh yeah, I mean, still better than Tatum. Then yeah, I mean, listen, that list. I feel like
that list is long.
People. Well, it's not even that. I just feel like we could find 10 people in the league right now who are better than Tatum.
Do you guys think Jimmy Butler's ahead of Tatum?
Yeah. But I'm a Heat fan, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm biased.
I don't know. For me personally, I don't think it's delusion. Jimmy Butler is accomplished.
He's accomplished 3 times out of 4.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's far fetched,
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, I'm just making sure everybody knows when it comes to like I am biased towards Butler, so I won't lie to you.
And that's fair.
I think
that's fair. We are Heat fans, but I'm being entirely honest when I say that.
I knew Stan was gonna say it.
Yeah, I knew his
Stan
ass was gonna say that.
I knew Stan wasn't gonna let you just like drop that and keep moving. I know he was gonna
be in, and that shit is crazy.
I knew it.
I'm sorry. There's 3. There's one of you. You get outnumbered.
Yeah. The majority say that, bro. Don't say all of us. We all are Heat fans. Don't ever do that.
That nigga's so funny. Nigga said, "How dare you?"
That's why you got the
5th pick. That's all right, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, Stan. I wanted to tell you that, Stan. You got robbed this lottery.
But it's not this robbery, bro. Because if we're really gonna do this, I hate that we're fucking turning this into a Pistons thing, bro. For the past 3 years, the Pistons had the worst worst record. So the worst record, number 1 odds for the number 1 pick. All 3 years we've had the 5th pick. What do you think that means?
That's 1 and 2. How the fuck the nigga who does get the number 1 pick had like a less than 2% chance of getting it? I'm like, what? I'm like, what are the odds?
I think the draft gods just hate you.
They don't hate us. They don't hate us. There's somebody working their magic to make sure they're rearranging these shits.
It's not hate. It's a person. Stan said, "There's no hate. It's a person. It's somebody specific."
Yo, Adam Silver is like, they ain't gonna sell anytime soon. We can keep fucking with them.
Cool. It's cool.
It's David Stern.
Oh, sorry. You can go, Greg.
It's David Stern doing this.
No, you're not wrong, bro. He hated the Pistons. He moved mountains to make sure we didn't win.
It must be because, like I said, bro, it makes no sense that, like, bro, when they were saying the person who I forgot who got the number 1 pick, but they were like, "Yo, the odds
Oh,
of this
Atlanta?
team winning it. Yeah, they were saying that like Atlanta had like less than like a 5% chance of winning it,
Bro,
but they
Atlanta
somehow
was
won.
in. They were in the play-in.
That shit was crazy, Stan.
To go from the
I'm
play-in to the number one pick is nasty work.
oh, Stan, crazy. Yo, can I ask you guys? Because like I said, I'm not really too versed with the basketball shit as much. What happened with Trey Young? I really have not heard from that nigga in a long time.
Nothing,
Um,
bro.
Like, did he get
Whole
hurt or
bunch of
something?
narrative. Yeah,
Oh,
kind of. In the
okay.
season,
So,
but he was playing at the end of the year, but he wasn't
but like,
fully
but
healthy.
like, but like, yeah. Was it like his shot? Was his shot affected or something?
I think he fucked up
didn't
his
he sprain
hand.
his wrist? Yeah.
Yeah, it was his shooting hand
Gotcha.
too.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yo, the way they were talking, they were saying like basically the way they were saying it is like like the Atlanta Hawks got to like rebuild their whole organization.
I
Low
don't
key,
think
Yeah,
so.
there
yeah.
were
This is
talks of that.
Well, that's what they're saying. I'm just like I said, I'm not sure because like I said, I'm not first
Yeah, there
when
were
it comes to
talks
that
of
shit.
all that. Like they gotta trade Trey away and stuff like that. I was like, do they really?
I
Well,
don't think
like
they have to trade Trey, but I do think they have to trade everyone else though, like a fire sale.
you said a
Get
fire
rid of
sale is crazy.
DeJounte, get rid of Clint fucking Capella. This is honestly a blessing. This is honestly a blessing from the basketball gods for Atlanta. Since we're on this topic, even if they can get Zach Edey or Alex Sarr or just a competent big around Trey Young that that like isn't aged to high hell, like bro, this is great. And honestly,
It'd
I'm not
be hard, bro.
even if they're not a good defender, who cares? We really need that motherfucker to just catch lobs.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I agree with you, bro. But I feel like the biggest problem with teams like Atlanta Hawk is besides Trey Young, you guys don't have nobody that's like really gonna step up and really pull the weight. And
it was
that's
supposed
the
to be
thing I feel like.
DeJounte.
Yeah, but that's the problem that I feel like most of these teams have. Like even the Heat, we have that problem where if Butler is not performing well, it's like it's very rare where you'll find another person on our team who's gonna step up and pull up the slack. And that's our like that's the part that I hate about most teams in the NBA. And it's not their fault because at the end of the day, the organization is what the organization is. But that's what sucks because you have some teams like fucking what you call I would use the Lakers, but they suck. But because the Lakers literally are stacked as fuck. Their starters and their secondary team is pretty like their secondary team are some of these other team starters. Like their secondary
Mm-hmm.
team can go overseas and fucking fuck shit up if they wanted to. So because you have certain teams like that, I'm just like, yo, why are you guys not adopting this playbook? Like, why are we waiting? Because you guys would know better than me. How is it like? How is the process of finding a player? Like, could you like? Is
Hard.
TV? Do TV make it like way
In the
easier than what it
draft,
is? No,
in
just
the
in general.
draft, you
Like, for
mean?
example, well, in general, like
No,
perfect example, right?
it's
Let's
not hard.
hypothetically. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, you Stan. Let's say you were just you were focusing on your game. Anytime you shot
Mm-hmm.
the ball, for the most part, it's going in.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like let's say would they just be able to just draft you like as a free agent or whatever? Like they could just do that, or is there a process that they have to go to? Like because the point I'm making is why not just build a fucking team full of good ass players that you find?
There's
Well,
30
are you
teams.
when you say scouting like players that you find? What do you mean by like
Like
where?
in
Like
general,
playing
like
NBA
I
or
said,
just?
well, just in general, because that's why I was asking on the sense of like how TV shows it where you'll see a nigga playing hoop ball like at the rec, and then you're just like they're just like, oh hey, we like you, we're gonna have you come
No,
practice for the team. No, that's not real. You
that's
can't do it like that.
that shit is not real. If
That's what I
the
was
only
asking.
way that would work is if like you decided to go through the G League and then
Okay, so
play there,
that's
and
what I
then
was
they kind of
asking. So
Bro,
you
see.
people
have
from
to.
D League ain't even
So
getting
wait,
called
you
up
have to
for
have
real.
like what is it? You have to have at least like some type of like playing time in a league or something. Like what is it that determines the
Well,
criteria?
yeah. Well, one, it's like
Because.
imagine I'm in charge of
Mhm,
like signing players, like you said.
mhm.
Imagine I told the board I'm gonna spend money on this random person that has no history of playing basketball because I saw him playing a pickup game, and he fucking plays and he plays like dog shit. What do you think that does to my credibility?
For sure, but hear me out. What if you're not paying this motherfucker boohoo money? Because you gotta
Even
You
if
have
you're
to
not,
sign. You have to sign him to a
It's
minimum.
not. It's not about
so
that, bro.
there
Now
is a minimum. Okay.
you're yeah.
No, I
So you
was
still have
asking.
to
No,
pay
no,
him.
that's what I was asking. So no, but even though you have to pay him, right? It's like let's say because what's the minimum? The minimum is what 500K, or is it higher?
no, I think it's
If
like
you're
1 point something.
if you're
Oh
not
no,
a
that's a
vet,
veteran.
it's like almost a million.
Like
It's
what's the
like
rookie minimum?
980.
The rookie
It's
minimum.
like 980. It's like
Because
980 is the lowest.
hear me out, right?
Well, the
What if
rookie minimum is like close to $1 million.
Yeah, it's like
But
980.
then you have 10-day contracts.
Thank
that,
you. Like I'm just the reason why I'm asking is only because in my head, right? I'm like, yo, why don't I just go find like if I'm a GM, what is stopping me from just going to find another Luka and
A
bringing
lot.
this nigga home?
Well,
A
first of
lot.
all, there's not another Luka
I
out
know
there.
there's not
First of all.
another Luka out there, but let's be real. There's niggas who are good out there. Like let's just be real. You know what I mean?
But
Like
you have to
you're
show
right.
you're good though.
Yeah.
Got you. But like
Because it's not only
hypothetically,
your
if you
career
did,
on the line.
uh-huh.
It's not only
Oh,
their
my
career on
name
the
too. I
line.
see
It's
what you're saying.
your career on
I
the
see
line.
what you're saying. My name is on the line too, because if I fuck up
Yeah.
and make a bad pick, you're not gonna let me pick more than people. I get what you're saying too.
Also, what like the biggest issue that people don't talk about is like, okay, so
Bureaucracy.
I'm a
But
Pistons fan, so obviously the Pistons sign a whole bunch of guys to a whole bunch of money. If you paying certain people that much money, they have to play. It don't matter.
got you.
Don't matter if you're playing like shit. Like even like remember how they were talking shit about D'Lo?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, get him
for
off
any
the
that's
court.
for
He
any
shouldn't be
sport.
playing this and that. Blah blah blah.
Nah, D'Lo's
D'Lo's
not a
getting
good
paid
example.
like
A better
he's
example.
getting
A better
no.
example is Giannis's brother. Cause that nigga, I don't
He's
know
not
what
making
the
anything
fuck.
though.
That's
No,
not a
but
good
he's not
example.
Nah, it's not a
he's
good
not
example.
making shit, and because he don't make shit, he don't play.
Oh, so he doesn't make enough money to where he has to play. Now I get what you're saying.
Yes.
That man is
So like
listen, Dre.
that's why I
He's
said
more of a
somebody like
glorified.
D'Lo.
Yeah, he's more of a glorified mascot. Really, he's just there to make
Giannis,
sure
he's
Giannis
there
feels
so
okay.
Giannis don't leave. If
Yeah,
they get rid of
Real
him,
shit.
Giannis is out of here, bro. Honestly, bro. He's gone.
Wow, listen, you explained it to me. Cause like I said, when I watched him play a couple games, I'm like, yo, there's no way
He's
I'm
not
watching
good.
this on TV.
He's not good. He's
Yo,
not
I
good,
was
bro.
like, bro,
I don't think he's better than me. I think he's just
I
taller.
could do that. Yeah, I was like, bro, I could do that.
He's just taller, bro.
The nigga, bro, the ball went between his legs, and I was in disbelief. I was
I've
like,
never done that in my
what?
life.
I was like, how'd you lose the ball between your legs?
A whole NBA
So-
player. It's a disgrace, really.
Okay, so all right, now I get what you're saying because, like I said, I was always thinking to myself, like, for example, right? Because, like me, not most people, but at least the people who like got into basketball because of LeBron. When you know, like when they came out with Luka and Porzingis and like names, I was like, who the fuck is it? Like, I didn't know who this person was until the draft. Like, I know people said they were.
Oh, that's a lot of
American.
America. So,
But that's America.
fair.
They don't like to look over there, so they just assume everybody's trash. Me personally, I've been watching Luka since he's 16.
Yeah, and you see, you said that, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
what?
that
Like,
dedicated.
I didn't. Well, no, the truth is, I just didn't even know, like, because like
Before
I said,
the draft, I said he clears everyone, and it's not even close. And people were like, "Stan, you're just this, that." So when he did what he did, I was not surprised. Literally, I said he's gonna do this.
because bro, even with Porzingis, when they drafted Porzingis,
Nah,
I was like, who the fuck is Porzingis? I was when they drafted
I think we were all shocked when we saw Porzingis.
Porzingis was the one I didn't know. Everybody else, I knew.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Yo,
Yeah, I
hey,
didn't know who he
listen,
was,
bro.
bro.
I didn't even know how to say his name because remember, you know how like they do the mock draft all the time. So when I'm looking at the mock, I'm looking at all these people's mock. I've never seen Porzingis' name pop up on the mock draft, like at all. And then out of nowhere, Porzingis, same with the Frank Nakatura dude. I said, who the fuck is Frank Nakatura?
You mean
I said-
Nilakina?
You whatever, you know it better than me.
I was
said,
like,
who the
what?
fuck is that?
Nakatura? I was like, is this
Nakatura,
is this man Asian? Like what?
No, bro, he's French. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy, bro? Because when the Knicks drafted him, I didn't know who the fuck he was. So that's why I was curious. But that's why I was curious because I was like,
I mean,
because
he honestly should have stayed undiscovered.
well, because like for example, like Melo, right? When Melo went over there to play pro and then to come here, like that's why I was like, why? Like, what's stopping me from doing that? You know, like yo, nigga, go pro and I'll draft you.
Nothing.
A lot.
Nothing. But also, it's an age thing. LaMelo, when he did that shit, he was 18 years old. So you got to be young.
Okay.
He was,
I see what
but
you're
well, I'm
saying.
talking about when he was in Australia, because obviously when he was
In
16 in
Australia,
Lithuania, they wasn't you can't draft them. So, but that's another thing in the draft that I've noticed is they don't like older players.
Oh yeah,
I
they
hate that
don't.
shit.
They've
So
been
you
There's
got to
a
be
reason why we're able
19.
to sneak
If you're
away
20, once you're 20, bro, you're kind of cooked, and it's like, oh, you have to be that. Like that's even when the Heat drafted Hami, everyone's like,
Yeah.
bro, he's 22. Like, why? He's not gonna help you and shit. And then
Yo, they
what
were damn near
happened?
about to call this man Unk on the court.
The Heat literally do their homework. They're one of the few teams that actually have good scouting and stuff, and I appreciate the Heat. I feel like the Spurs is another team. Denver's another good
Great.
team. Um,
Denver.
it,
Denver.
yeah, I said Denver. I said it gets shaky from there though. After that, I don't.
I feel like
I want to.
Golden
I want to say
State's hit or
Dallas.
miss. Golden State's hit or miss.
No, you're with the Golden State. You're thinking about the core that they built.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit for the core. As outside of those three players, who's really moving you?
I mean, they've had a few solid hits here and there.
Name them.
They had
I ain't gonna lie, Jesse. Jesse, I'm gonna tell you something about this nigga Stan. When Stan tell you to name anything, that means Stan knows.
No, I do. I do.
I wouldn't
Because
even trust Stan.
the only one I'd give you a pass for is fucking
Jordan Poole.
No, please, no.
I ain't gonna
We've
lie.
seen
No,
how
I
that
ain't gonna
works
lie,
out.
bro. I did listen though. I did like Jordan Poole though when he was under Curry's like mentorship. I ain't gonna
A
lie.
lot of
Jordan
people
Poole
could look good. It's Curry.
He definitely did.
Yeah, that nigga Jordan Poole was looking pretty nice.
But I guess we could drive this conversation kind of back to the preview, the thing that we're actually here for. Somehow we ended up all the way over there. But like, what do you think that we're gonna see out of this series? Like, how many games do you think this is gonna go?
6 or 7.
So wait. Let's do it. Which two first? So Celtics and
no, we're
God,
not talking about these. We're done. We're done with
we're not
these.
talking about
so
we don't care.
fucking with the West.
We don't
All
care.
Cool.
We don't care.
I just making sure. Okay.
We trying to decide who's gonna win the championship.
Got you. So I mean, in my opinion, I'm thinking like Stan said. I'm thinking 5. I'm honestly thinking 6 or 7. I think it might see a game 7, man. Because the truth is, Ant is hungry, and as long as Ant is healthy and the whole team stays as healthy, them boys gonna be hungry. Like Ant is hungry as fuck. And like you guys said, he talks a lot of shit. So I know niggas like Ant. Niggas like Ant, they don't talk shit to talk shit. They talk shit because that shit like hypes them up. That shit gets them like, it makes them get in that mode, you know? So he has to talk shit to you. Like that's how he does it. Because you know how basketball is. You could be best friends. The moment you get on that fucking court,
enemies.
Hey man, it's because it's a different vibe. You know? Like I don't know. I'm thinking Timberwolves though. I'm thinking Timberwolves gonna take this shit home.
You wanna know what's crazy?
Take the Mavs.
Not only am I taking the Mavs, but here's what I'll say.
What you about to say?
I don't. If I'm the Timberwolves, you can only contain Luka and Kyrie so much. Let them go crazy. If you can shut down their supporting pieces,
I hate it when people say that shit, bro.
Not let them niggas go.
Why?
Are you crazy?
Why?
Why do people say that, bro?
First
of all, you just named 2 players.
Thank you.
You just named 2. If Luka averages 40 and Kyrie averages 30, bro, that's 70 points between 2 players.
By themselves. No, nigga.
You think they're going to be able to put that up, though?
Yes, they can.
What's stopping them?
It don't matter if they can or cannot. They're capable of doing
McDaniels.
It. Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. What you got to remember.
Here's my hot take. Those 2 players will be non-factors in this series.
Who?
It's not even the fact that they're going to be non-factors. What you got to remember is, bro, you have Luka and Kyrie, bro. Those 2 niggas by themselves love to grab fouls. And guess who they get fouls on the most? Big men. All the time. So that's one thing. But here's the thing. I'm stopping Luka and Kyrie because what you got to understand is those 2 niggas are going to be what sets the fucking pace of the game. If I stop those 2 niggas and slow them the fuck down, get them off their rhythm, the whole team is done. The whole team not going to be able to do it by themselves. Like, remember what I told you, bro?
That's what I said. Why
No,
what
but
I said
you
was
said
wrong though?
because you said to let them score. I do not want them to score. I want to stop them from scoring. I want them to not get a rhythm whatsoever. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't. If I am the Timberwolves, I want to start early, fucking up their rhythm. If I could win the first 2 quarters and just try to protect my lead the last 2 quarters, that's my mentality. I need to go in the first 2 quarters and win, and then I need to protect my lead. Because listen, bro, the only reason the Timberwolves are in this position is because the other team did not protect their lead. That's it. They did the fucking work. They won the first 2 quarters, but they came out the fucking half thinking shit was sweet. If you protect the fucking lead, you're gonna win. That's just what it is.
I feel like that doesn't work in the playoffs. Like it's too
Listen,
like
I'm
every
not
little
saying
thing
it's gonna work every game.
compounds. So it's like, bro, we literally just witnessed like a 20-point comeback in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you gotta
and
understand.
they won by 8.
You gotta understand, they won because they won because they didn't protect. They won because the other team did not protect the lead. That's why. Like that's the only reason. Like be real, bro. Like before the game was over, I think when it was like 5 points, I think it was 5-point lead or 7-point lead with like the 2 minutes left when Conley got that steal. When Conley took that steal and we were just like, oh yeah, it's over. When we saw that steal happen, that's the shit I'm talking about. Because let's be real. What the whole fucking point you think we practiced a 2-minute drill for? You thought we practiced that shit to never use it? Nigga, 2-minute drill, we know what to do when 2 minutes left on the quarter. And like you said, they only lost by 8 points. 8 points in the NBA with 2 minutes left is achievable. But you cannot fuck up. Like you literally have to play perfect basketball for those 2 minutes. And like I said, the truth is this. When you're playing, especially when you're playing a team like the Mavs, bro, you know you're going to give away some games. You know you're going to lose a game, for sure. I'm like, yo, I'm going to lose a game. Like, I know that for sure. Cool. But I don't give a fuck if I lose a game. I give a fuck if we lose a series. We could lose 2 games and win the series. We could lose 3 games and win the series. But we can't lose 4 games. You get what I'm saying? That's the mentality these niggas are having. They're like, bro, I need to, like, and the truth is this. Game 1 is going to be the best game because that's when we're going to see, like, all right, what's shaking for real. But we won't know what's up until game 5. Now, I feel like game 5. We won't know what's up till game 5. Because if it's 2-2, game 5 is going to be the first game that we see niggas really trying to, like, win. But if it's not a 2-2, then like you said, a game 3. But being real with you, bro, the only way game 3 is going to matter is if fucking who's home first? Mavs?
Who has a higher seed?
I don't know. I think Timberwolves. Yeah, Timberwolves. Yeah. So they're home first?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So if Timberwolves win those 2 games, then we can talk about it. And that's what I'm saying, Stan. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Timberwolves know they're losing 1 game at home. But I think Mavs in their head, I think Mavs in their head know they're losing 1 game at home too. So that's why, like I said, I think game 5 is going to be the really good game because that's when, like, I bet. Let's see, like, now whoever wins game 5 is going to start to really have momentum. Like I said, if you're those 2 teams, you know, I'm thinking we just need 2-2. In my head, we need 2-2. We'll work game 5. Let's just keep it 2-2. And if we can get a 3-1 or a 4-0, then thank God. But we're looking for a 2-2. But that's my take. Stan, where are you coming from?
All right, so the way I'm looking at this series is, so all the hate that Gobert's been getting, that's just going to be amplified in this series. He's not going to be playable at all. It's going to be bad because he's going to try to play drop coverage on Luka. Luka's going to keep shooting threes, and Lord, we've seen what he looked like in the pick and roll. They're going to have to take him out of the game. That's the only way, because their defense is going to hurt if he's in the game. So if he's not in the game, now you have Cat as your rim protector. I don't think there's anybody in here that believes that that's a good idea. Jaden McDaniels guarding Luka, I think he's a great defender, but the issue is Luka's too smart, and Luka's going to get him in foul trouble, 100%. Sure. There's no doubt in my mind. He will not be able to play the majority of the games because Luka's just going to get him out of there quickly every single time. And so now what you're really asking is for Ant, because keep in mind, Ant is guarding Kyrie. That's not Nothing
That's
easy.
hard.
Not saying he
That's not
can't do
easy.
it, which I don't think he can win that
I don't think he
matchup,
can.
but I'm not gonna say he can't either. I don't know. But one thing we're asking Ant to do is to outplay Luka. That's not happening. So really the key for Minnesota is Cat offensively. Cat's gonna have to average like 25 to 30 points per game if they even want to win 3 games, not even 4. 3. He's gonna have to do that at the bare minimum. I think what it really comes down to is who's the better coach between the two coaches.
Nah,
Who's
you know
gonna
what I
have
think
better
it really comes
schemes and
down to,
stuff?
Stan?
Hmm.
I think it's gonna come down to them refs, nigga. Them refs about to make a very. Them refs about
Like
to really play a
like
very
I
big
said,
part in the game.
Luka is. We're about to see why I say Luka should be the best player in the league. He's about to show you this series. The way he's about to manipulate everything, it's about to be
Them
bad.
refs,
So
bro. Them refs are gonna be the make or break for your team. If they fucking with you, you gonna have a blast. But if they not fucking with you, good luck.
I don't know. For me, I feel that this isn't impossible for the T-Wolves, though. It's not impossible, but they have to
I didn't
climb
say
up
it was
the hill.
impossible. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's impossible.
Like
They
they're
can't do
really
it,
gonna have to do
but
it.
they're gonna have to literally play a perfect series to win this series.
But I will say this: I do think Cat should be able to put up that 20-25 that you were saying. Because who's gonna be guarding him? PJ Washington, I feel like the Mavericks don't
Like
have size like
But
that.
my thing is this,
underrated
bro.
PJ.
But it's not even the PJ thing. It's just like, bro, you got Gobert coming off the bench, bro. Like, still, even if you got
And you have
Luka
Nas
coming
Reed.
off the bench, bro, like, yo, and you have
Another key
Nas
player.
Reed.
That's a good key player. That's a good key player.
I ain't
He's
gonna
gonna
lie,
And also-
Nas Reed, that's whoever he guards, and if he's gonna be your rim protector, I ain't gonna lie, Stan, I ain't gonna lie. Jesse made a very good point.
He's the
Because
biggest for this whole thing, really.
Jesse made a yo.
Greg, what'd you
I
say?
see why they gave him $6 million of the year.
He's
No, I was agreeing with
the
Ryan.
biggest key to this whole thing.
That was
To
a
me.
robbery. He did not deserve that shit. We're not. No.
You think so? Nah, bro. I feel like that boy was playing some
Malik
really
Monk.
good defense.
Malik Monk should have been the 6th man of the year for the past 2 years. They're robbing him blindly. The NBA needs to be investigated for this.
Nah,
Damn near
What
averaging
are they
20
gonna
points per game.
themselves?
You said, bro, I'm
What
tired
they
of this
gonna
shit,
do?
bro.
Investigate themselves?
They should. The fuck?
yo,
Does
yo,
the
Greg
CIA
is
investigate
hilarious.
themselves?
Greg is fucking hilarious, yeah.
This shit's nasty work, bro.
Nah, but I get what you're saying, Stan, but I don't know. Cause like, bro, when you think about it, bro, what you're saying is valid. But like the thing like you said, that Ant and Kyrie matchup is gonna be a very big determination of how this shit's about to go.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
if he can guard sorry, Jesse, go.
Sorry. No, you can go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say if he could guard Kyrie, then we know which way it's gonna go. If he can't guard Kyrie, we know which way it's gonna go.
It's a tough ask.
I know. Yeah, because Kyrie is OG, but I feel like, the only thing Ant's gonna have on Kyrie is that
Size.
youth, Well, the size, but the youth, and it's just the fact that, like, at the end of the day, regardless of if you show that you're getting old, you're getting old. It's just what it is. So I just feel like certain things are gonna be like we're just gonna see certain things where we're like, yeah, bro, that's that young nigga shit. And you got a young nigga on you, boy.
I feel also that you are right that Luka's gonna be foul baiting and probably gonna get
a lot of fouls.
Jaden McDaniels out early, but they also have that one dude. Was it
Nikhil Alexander-Walker? He's 6'5", bro. He's too little. He is too little to be on Luka, bro. If he's any second on Luka, it's a crime, bro. Jamal was cooking him. Jamal Murray.
How tall is Ant?
6'6".
Oh yeah, same thing. Too short.
So can't you just put him on Kyrie?
That's a better
switch?
matchup.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I was gonna say
Ant,
like
you're saying Ant. So my thing with this is
but
the usage.
listen, not all the time. Only when you need to. Like Ant's
Like off the
primary
switch or
matchup is gonna
something.
be Ant's primary matchup is gonna be Kyrie. But
Actually, no, that
when
doesn't
you
really make
need
sense.
him to, you'll throw him on Luka.
My thing with that is the usage rate of the way Luka plays. To put Ant on him, bro. You're
It's gonna
basically
take a lot of energy.
sacrificing the offense that he's gonna provide for you. Ant's not gonna have no energy for offense
Yeah,
at all if you put him on
like you
Luka.
said, bro. It's one of those things where, like, bro, this shit can go so many different ways. Like, that's why I
That's why
said
I
game
said
one is gonna be a
coaching.
very good tell
Yeah.
for us.
After game one, I'll be able to make my prediction of
Jason
Yeah.
Kidd, I'm
actually
not.
about to happen.
I don't think he's like that bad of a coach. If I'm being
I've
honest,
been
I think
said
he's
he's a
pretty
good
It's not a
solid.
matter of him.
Hmm?
It's not a matter
He's
of
a
him
solid
being.
coach.
It's not a matter of him being good or a bad coach. It's Jason Kidd has championship experience. So
Well,
that shit,
as a
right?
player,
Yeah, but
coach.
still, as a player, it just
But he knows how to
I
read
feel
the
like
game.
it does exactly. I feel like it helps
very
you
well.
better
You see
than
it.
if you're just a coach who's always been a coach. But that's how I feel. I don't know because I've seen some players come and coach and can't coach for shit.
I feel like it
Yeah, but-
depends on your position and your role.
Exactly.
I feel like
So it's
point
not-
guards are just kind of naturally.
You could be
better.
a good player, but that doesn't mean you're reading the game very well
Yeah.
in terms of just controlling everything. But in terms of like somebody like Rondo is not, people don't view him as like, oh, he a GOAT. I think he'd be an incredible coach.
Yeah.
I feel.
Look, I think what's his name? I think LeBron or someone was on that Lakers team was saying that he should be a coach because he has the IQ for. I feel that most point guards are.
I was gonna say. I
It's
think it's a
easier
point
for them
yeah,
to slot into that coach role,
yeah, because they can see it.
and you don't have to be like the traditional point guard too. Like Chris
Yeah,
Paul
yes, you
could
do.
definitely.
But Chris Paul's a traditional point guard though.
Is he a traditional one? Oh yeah, he is like the last one.
Chris
Fuck.
Paul is traditional. That's
But
why
like
Chris
you
Paul is
understand the
fucking
point that I'm making. Like
losing.
I talk myself into a trap, but you understand the point that I'm making.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, off of this preview, I think either way, I don't know who's gonna win it yet. Like you said, I think after game one, I'm still thinking the Timberwolves off of just me wanting Ant to win, but we'll see.
It's gonna be Dallas in 6, bro. They're gonna split the
Honestly.
2 games and split another 2 games. It's gonna be 2-2. Then Dallas gonna win the next 2 games.
Mhm.
I'm going with my heart this time. I didn't go with my heart in
2006.
the last series.
2006.
Yeah. Dallas in 7.
Dallas in 7.
I don't know about no 6, bro. This
They're
is
gonna win
definitely
6, bro.
7. This is 7.
Yo, if Ant wins this shit, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a lot of shit talking. But the thing is, bro, the reason why I'm forgetting about Dallas is one thing I'm forgetting is that nigga Luka is hungry for this shit. Cause Luka really that's what he's missing. He's just missing a chip.
And on top of that, this is the first time Luka has an opponent. Like you look at his path, there's no team where you're like, oh yeah, Dallas can't beat that team. That team don't exist anymore. So if you tell me Luka's the best player and there's no team that's better than Dallas, you're gonna have a hard time convincing me that Dallas is gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie.
If I'm being
The only way
entirely
Dallas
honest,
loses is if Luka get hurt.
I think that the most important thing is that Luka's having fun this season. Bro, this man has a smile on his face. This is genuinely the best team that's ever been around him. All the success that should have went to Trae Young has been absorbed by Luka Dončić. I kid you not. Like, bro.
Really? Trae Young was supposed to have some success? I mean, not
I don't
success,
know.
but like
I don't know
yeah,
what he's talking about. I don't
I
understand.
said, I ain't gonna
know.
lie, bro. Trae Young was always
lost me on that one.
Trae Young was always known as a good 3-point shooter, but I ain't gonna lie. Nobody was like, yo, Trae Young's about to go win the chip. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he can.
No, I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I never
But,
heard
like-
people say in the last 5 years, like, yo, hey, this is the year
He's on
gonna do that.
Atlanta. He's on Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The point I'm trying to
That's
make
what I
is that,
say.
like, this man is having fun. This is the best team that's ever been surrounded by him. And I think that genuinely, I think that the best Luka is a happy Luka. Like, I just genuinely believe that. Like, this man is just hooping and having fun. Like,
Well, I don't know. We'll see, bro. Because you gotta understand, bro. Like I said, bro, you got this one nigga, bro, who loves to talk shit.
And Luka's the wrong person to talk shit to. I'm gonna just leave it at
bro.
that.
He's about to be talking a lot of shit, bro. You know?
And my fuck up with that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Luka, the wrong person to like. Hey,
I don't think
you
Luka's gonna
just
be smiling. I think Luka's gonna be
you
like,
just said
like
that
Luka's
Luka's
gonna
at his
smile
best when he's
after.
smiling, bro. But I think when Luka's mad,
Oh no, I'm
that's
just
the
talking about
scariest
like in
Luka.
general with basketball.
Oh,
Like he's
okay.
actually having fun playing basketball,
yeah.
not like happy
Oh,
on the court,
we're sorry.
50-point game. That's not what I mean.
Go ahead and piss Luka off. He gonna average a fucking 50-point triple double, bro. Don't. That's the wrong one. Talking shit to the fans and shit. God.
Devon Eric's are wrestling again? Oh God. Oh no. That's scary. Anyway, I guess we can pretty much just wrap this up. So Dre said Mavs in 6. Stanley said Mavs in 6. What about you, Greg?
Mavs in 6.
Mavs in 7.
Damn, nobody
that's
picked Minnesota.
crazy.
That's tough.
Huh?
Tough. Nobody picked Minnesota. That's tough.
I'm gonna be honest. My heart's in Dallas, man. I really just.
Well, it's just because one thing about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like these niggas are going against the vets.
I want Kyrie to win.
You going against Uncle Drew? No, man.
But yeah, episode 44, the Flozone podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all that, and yeah, together forever.
All right, y'all. Be safe.